Let's break down a pretty wild prediction that's been making the rounds. It zeroes in on a single date, February 1st, 2026, and calls it a massive turning point for the entire global economy. We're going to deconstruct the claims, the logic behind them, and the very stark warning at its core. Let's dive in.
Right out of the gate, the source material doesn't pull any punches. It drops a bombshell of a date, claiming it's a huge trap waiting for investors. And there it is, February 1st, 2026. According to this prediction, this isn't just another day on the calendar, it's a deadline. The whole theory is built around what's supposed to unfold right on this day. And the warning? It's about as clear as it gets. If you're holding crypto or gold, you need to listen up. The source doesn't call this an opportunity or a dip, it calls it a trap.
So you might be asking, where is all this coming from? Well, it all boils down to a kind of cosmic clash, an astrological conflict between two really powerful symbolic forces.
And here is that showdown. On one side, we have the full moon in Leo, which the script calls the king. Think power, gold, pure ego. Opposing it, on the other side, is the sun in Aquarius, which they have labeled the crowd. This represents the people, revolution, and major upheaval. This cosmic tug-of-war is literally the engine driving this entire prediction.
So how does all this astrological drama actually play out here in the real world? Well, the prediction says this tension is going to translate into a chain of events that will shake both the financial markets and the political world.
The forecast really hinges on this classic market pattern, the blow-off top. Just think of it as the final, massive, frenzied party right before the crash. A huge surge in prices that's driven by pure hype and euphoria, not by solid fundamentals. And the predicted fallout from this blow-off top is supposed to be swift and absolutely brutal. First, you get one last euphoric spike in the markets, then a world leader, kind of fueled by that king ego energy, makes a critical mistake. And the result? A massive 1-2 punch. A vote of no confidence from the markets triggering a crash, and a vote of no confidence from the streets, a popular uprising. So, you see, this isn't just about money, it's about power. The king demands worship and obedience, while the crowd demands a revolution.
But here's the big twist in the story. That final market rally? Yeah, it's not what it looks like. According to this source, it's a masterfully set up deception.
The real driver behind this, according to the prediction, is something called the Saturn-Neptune reset. That market rally isn't real growth, it's an exit liquidity pump. In other words, the big players are deliberately inflating prices to create a buying frenzy, just so they can cash out at the top before the whole system comes crashing down.
So, the crucial point they're making is this. If you think you're in a bull market, you are walking straight into their trap. The entire rally is presented as a setup designed to let the smart money escape while they still can.
So, while everyone else is piling in, driven by that fear of missing out, the big institutional players are supposedly doing the exact opposite. They're quietly selling into the hype, cashing out, and leaving everyone else to hold the bag when the music finally stops. Okay, so if it's all a trap, how do you avoid getting caught in the crossfire? The source material does offer a way out.
It all comes down to the million-dollar question, doesn't it? If this crash is really coming, how do you protect yourself? How do you make sure you're not the one left holding that bag?
And there it is. The source's answer is to follow their exit targets. It's a very bold prediction with a very clear call to action, and it leaves us with one final question to ponder. In a world of kings and crowds, how exactly do you stay sovereign?